What is good, YouTube? We back at it like a crack addict. We sick and tired of being sick and tired. We need to pay them bills. So today we are reacting to Try Not to Get Scared at 6 most disturbing, spooky, mysterious locations with backstories reaction. We reacting to a reaction. Now my first video that got over like 100 views was reaction to a reaction of reaction causing a chemical reaction. And I remember I showed my friend that title and he was like, "Who's gonna watch that video? It's literally a horrible title," and it got the most views on my channel at the time.
Flight team, stand up.
You standing up?
It may be May, but June is on the way. We got boom. Try not to get scared.
Never scared.
6 most disturbing, mysterious locations. These videos are purposely uploaded at nighttime. Hopefully you don't get jump scared.
Like, it's not nighttime for me,
I'm not responsible.
Like, what the fuck is this?
Till it scares. Check it out.
If you were to look at pretty much any map of the Gulf of Mexico drawn by Spanish explorers in the 16th and 17th centuries, you would find a small island lying off the north coast of the Yucatan Peninsula called Bermeja. Although the exact location of the island varied slightly depending on the map, it was a well-known fact that a small island drawn by Spanish explorers in the 16th and 17th centuries, you would find a small island lying off the north coast.
Like, behind black people, Spanish people are definitely my second favorite race, bro. Definitely, bro. Cause like, you know, black people my people, but I feel like Spanish people are my people too, bro. I genuinely feel that like some communities of like skin color, like they won't accept you sometimes. Even like, right, I'm Spanish, right? But I didn't really know Spanish, so them niggas are looking at me like I'm white, but I'm black. I'm black and Spanish, bro. Put some respect on my fucking name. All right, but whoa. Whoa! Whoa! On my screen is flipped. Wait.
Coast of the Yucatan Peninsula called Bermeja. Although the exact location of the island varied slightly depending on the map.
Nah, but Spanish people, they fire. Black people, we gotta do better. I ain't gonna lie. I see a lot of.
It was a well-known fact that the island at least existed.
So,
Yucatan,
like, bro, I'm pretty good.
You shot that shit from Yucatan. That's a real place. That's a real place. Yucatan's a real place. I remember Anthony Davis. I remember Anthony Edwards was like, he shot that bitch from Yucatan. And they're like, where that at? He's like, oh, that's not even a real place. That's a real place. This nigga really knowledgeable.
The globe and stuff and knowing the earth. Bro, I didn't even
know. Bro,
these
niggas, but the one thing about Spanish, bro, they add the A and the O to everything, bro. Look at this. Or a S, my fault. But look. Triangulo, bro.
Hey, like, and speaking about that, I've always said, like, bro, there's so many, like, islands out there that haven't even been discovered.
Desconocida.
They talk about they've only discovered, what, 1% or 10% of the ocean, bro? I'm trying to tell y'all, bro, dinosaurs are still out there, dog. There's still all those things that you see in the movies, like dragons.
Dinosaurs would just be called animals.
Exist and all of that, bro. They're like, because you got to think about it at the end of the day. How do they just come up with that image of a dragon or something like that, bro? Somebody had to have seen it before.
They saw my dang-a-lang on a fucking Friday night, nigga. That's what they saw.
Bermeja was first mentioned by Spanish cartographer Alonso de Santa Cruz in an official.
This nigga don't look Spanish. You don't look Spanish. I look more Spanish than this nigga. I remember at high school, niggas used to be like. My freshman year, I didn't know that like my family was from Honduras, bro. I wasn't really in touch with my dad's side of the family, right? Like my grandpa's like family, right? So because my grandpa is dead, so like my grandma remarried to another person. So I found out like everybody was like, you're Spanish, you're Latino. I'm like, nigga, I'm black. Turns out I really was. I was wondering why everybody thought I was Spanish, bro. Everybody was like, yo, you Spanish? I used to, because everybody was like, oh, what are you? And I was like, guess. Spanish. I was like, damn, no wonder the bitches
published
love me,
in
man.
Madrid in 1539.
No wonder the bitches love me.
Alonso
bro, the year 1539 sounds crazy, bro. Imagine being, bro, no sports at the time, bro, no TV. Like, bro,
I could live here.
Bro, no, I ain't gonna lie. We gotta have this conversation right this second.
All right.
What seriously was humans doing back in the day? Anything below
spanking it, farming, building shit. They were bored, bro.
Like 1920. Cause like what 1910, 1920. That's when like most of sports started to come alive and stuff. Like, bro, or TV and stuff. Like, what was people doing on a 24-hour basis? Like taking walks all day. Like, I mean, people had pets, maybe, I think, but there's like no type of fashion. Music wasn't even around at the time.
Actually, bro, I will go back in time, but I'm bringing a charger, my iPhone, some AirPods, and I have all my music downloaded. But I ain't gonna lie, after that month where Apple Music, you know how if you don't pay, it like unsyncs your library, bro. After that month, I'm gonna be in hell, bro. Actually, no. Bro, imagine like, bro, they niggas would think I'm the greatest rapper. I would literally invent rap. They not like us. They like, what the fuck? What is this? Oh shit. They not like
what was people doing all day, bro? Like, was people just seriously like enjoying nature?
They not like us. They not like us is honestly the second best diss track Kendrick Lamar dropped. Euphoria.
You're like just the entire day just being.
I hate the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. I hate the way that you sneak this. If I catch flight, it's gonna be direct.
Out in the sun, or were they just like taking walks and hikes everywhere? What was people see? I would, bro. Yeah.
Daves, another Spanish cartographer, once wrote that from a distance, Bermeja looked blondish or reddish, which is where the island's name came from. A couple of hundred years later, in the mid-1800s, French-Mexican cartographers published reports stating that the island of Bermeja had started to sink. By the late 18th century, Bermeja was no longer featured in many maps of the area, and the last time it showed up on an official map was in the 1921 edition of the Geographic Atlas of the Mexican Republic. In the late 90s, the American and Mexican governments started negotiations to determine the boundaries for the exploitation rights of oil in the Gulf of Mexico. If the Mexican government could find the island of
Bro, how do they make these things, bro? Where is this? Is this floating? Because if it's floating, it makes it even more scary. Because what if, like, a fucking whale just, like... and he's like, oh shit, and then motherfucking yo shit tipping over.
That would expand Mexico's oil drilling rights way further into the Gulf. Around that time, the Mexican government conducted 3 official investigations to find the island, armed with state-of-the-art ultrasound technology and all kinds of modern tools to locate it. Mysteriously, they couldn't find any trace of the island, and according to spokespeople from the Mexican Navy, it was as if the island had never even existed. A year after the Mexican Navy failed to find Bermeja, a Mexican senator named Jose Angel Cioncielo, who was one of the most fierce advocates for the expansion of Mexico's oil drilling territory and the island's existence, was killed in a car accident on a Mexican highway when a semi-truck slammed into the right side of the car. His death quickly became the fuel for a conspiracy theory, according to which the CIA had blown up the island to further an oil-fueled American agenda. Of course, this theory is a bit of a stretch, and some of the other more logical theories that surfaced regarding the disappearance of the island are much more likely to be true. One possibility that researchers seem to favor is that the island sunk after an earthquake or underwater landslide, which led to a further series of explorations in 2009 to see if the remains could be found at the bottom of the ocean. However, despite the even more advanced technologies that were used during that year's official investigations, the ultrasound exploration of the ocean floor revealed absolutely nothing but a sandy ocean bottom. Speculation that the island had never existed once again started circulating online and in the news, leading many people to adopt it as the truth. After the failed explorations in 2009, Julio Zamora, president of the Mexican Society of Geography, claimed that the existence of the island of Bermeja had probably been faked by early Spanish explorers to throw off other explorers and military rivals from other countries. This would make sense, as it was common practice to make slightly inaccurate maps back then for the sake of strategy. Another possible theory is that the island could have been drawn by one cartographer in the wrong location by mistake and replicated dozens of times over the centuries by other unaware cartographers. Still, some researchers think that due to the very precise descriptions of the island's physical appearance, Bermeja probably did exist, but in another location.
I want to watch this with my girl.
Despite the abundance of theories regarding the
that. What letter is this, bro? What letter is P exclamation point DE? What the fuck is that?
mysterious island's location and existence, 15 years after the last exploration of the last known location of Bermeja, the truth is still a mystery and will probably remain that way forever. Overton Bridge. Built in 1895 in Dumbarton, Scotland, the Overton Bridge is a Gothic-style bridge overlooking a 50-foot ravine that leads up to Overton House, a 19th century manor in the Scottish lowlands. At first glance, Overton Bridge looks pretty much like any other bridge from the time, but there's one pretty dark detail that makes it different from any other structure in the area. For the past 80 years, hundreds of dogs have been jumping off the bridge and down to the ravine to their deaths for seemingly no apparent reason.
What?
Sometimes the dogs survive the fall and are left with debilitating injuries. And according to some reports, there have even been instances where dogs allegedly jumped off the bridge, survived, ran up the slope, and then jumped off once again to their deaths. Depending on the source, you'll find reports stating that the amount of dogs that have jumped off the bridge is either lower than 100 or in the high 100s. But regardless of the exact number, it's a fact that a lot of dogs have died at this bridge for some mysterious reason.
There, bro.
That's creepy.
As you can imagine, these incidents at Overton Bridge have fueled all kinds of outlandish theories, including suggestions that the bridge is haunted. According to Celtic pagan beliefs, the bridge is located at a thin place, which is a place that lies at the supposed union between heaven and earth. Some locals have also favored more supernatural theories, with many people blaming the dog's death on the White Lady of Overton, the alleged ghost of the widow from Overton House. Another
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't even like saying this, but cause you know, like sometimes you're like, oh, our ghosts can't do nothing, and then you're like, oh, maybe that nigga's hearing me though. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not really scared of no ghost. Like I'm gonna have to see some shit to change my. Bro, I'm not that scared of a ghost, bro. What that shit gonna do to me? Oh, I'm moving your shit around. Ooh, loud noise. Nigga, go do some shit, bro. Come on, bro. Like, honestly, I think I could chop it up with a ghost. I'd be like, yo, look, these are new blunts. Remember? Back in your day, you was smoking blunts, now we got this shit. Oh, shit. Like, yo, I could chop it up with a ghost, bro. Like, why are y'all scared of them? They're just like, they're really harmless, no? I never heard of anybody getting killed by a ghost, bro. Because that nigga got arrested, right? Bro, like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, if you scared, bro, you just turn the lights on. I ain't gonna lie, you good.
Popular theory among the locals is that the dogs are being affected.
If I was scared, bro, if the lights are on, I'm literally, no. If I can see, I'm not really scared anymore, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's just me. I'm more scared of people than ghosts. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm more scared of a nigga trying to break into my crib, try to take something. I have to defend myself than a ghost being like, oh, I'm going to move something. Let me knock this over. Nigga, I already got a cat. I'm used to that shit, bro. I'm gonna be like, Tony, stop. I'm gonna think that's my cat.
Negative residual energy from a tragic event that took place in 1994, in which a 32-year-old father threw his baby off the bridge.
Alright. This is what I'm saying, bro. This is what I'm saying. Humans are worse. Bro, just give the baby to somebody else, bro. Somebody is unable to have a baby. It just makes me mad, bro. Like, let me find that nigga. When was this, bro?
Place in 1994.
Bro, y'all better have killed him in prison.
In which a 32-year-old father threw his baby off the bridge, claiming that his child was the Antichrist.
What the fuck?
Oh, what?
Oh, God. What the fuck? Give that shit away. It's the end. You gotta be psychically insane, bro.
Where's that man at right now, man?
That's what I thought. We thought the same thing, Jeff. Oh, God, you better be dead, bro. You better be dead.
Bro, people weird.
Oh, God, bro. Why would you do that?
The father was declared insane and locked up in a psych ward. But even with all the more outlandish theories that have gained traction in recent years, some
researchers like that
have come up with more plausible explanations for the mysterious incidents at Overton Bridge.
Yeah.
In 2006, animal behaviorist David Sands investigated the bridge and suggested that the dogs are probably detecting the presence of wild animals below the bridge with their keen sense of smell, which makes them chase after the smell and inadvertently jumping to their deaths. This would make sense, as according to official statistics in the area, minks began breeding in large numbers in the 50s in Scotland, and most long-nosed dogs seem to favor the smell of mink over any other small animal, including squirrels. From my research, most of the dogs
you see them dogs chasing them squirrels, man. So they said more than the squirrels. They like them shits more than the squirrel. Yeah, I jump off for that shit too, bro. Them niggas be chasing them. Yo, you see a dog, you see a squirrel, that nigga run up on it like you never seen it run before.
At the bridge are long-nosed breeds. Also, because the bridge has tapered edges, from the dog's point of view, the edge looks more like a flat plane, safe for running and chasing after small animals.
It kind of looks like, you know what I'm saying?
So, while there will probably continue to be speculation about paranormal activity at Overton Bridge for many years to come, it's much more likely that the dogs aren't intentionally taking their lives and are simply falling to their deaths on accident.
Put some nets under
chasing
there,
the
bro.
odors from other animals. Abandoned Viaduct Petrobras. In the 1950s, the Brazilian government began a project to build BR-101.
See, in Brazil, bro, I ain't gonna lie, yeah, it's probably real there. I hear some shit. I always some Latinas, bro. It's like more girls. I always hear some shit about something going on there, bro. Like, that's why I said I probably think ghosts are real, but I don't think they're as harmful as y'all think, bro. I don't think they're as harmful as you think, bro. Like, let's think about this shit logically, right? If I had a ghost in my crib, I'm just moving. You can have the crib, bro. I'm gonna have my, like, I don't know, bro. I don't know, but, like, are y'all scared of ghosts? Like, are y'all, like, generally, like, it makes y'all feel, like scared in y'all stomach? Because that's how you know you're really scared. Like, sometimes you think about it, oh, it's not that scary, but you still got that feeling, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have that feeling for ghosts, bro. You know, I just don't. I feel like maybe, like, they need help, bro, or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I feel like I could chop it up with one of them niggas. I could chop it up. Hey, but I'm good, though. I don't need y'all in my crib, though. Chill. That's not an invitation. Nigga. I'm just saying, if I moved into a crib and there's a ghost there, I'm gonna be like, hey, what's good, nigga? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna see if it really want to kill me. Cause can a ghost kill somebody, bro? I never heard of that. A ghost killing somebody. Like, I hear about, like, oh, this shit will be moving around. I be high anyway. I think shit's moving around anyway, bro. If there's a ghost, at least I'm like, oh, now I know why. You know what I'm saying? Like,
longest highway spanning almost 3,000 miles.
But we're gonna go to Ecuador. We gotta go to Honduras. We gotta go to, bro. Like, I hear shit about Honduras too. Like, them gangsters in Honduras, bro. I'm gonna need to have an AK-47 when I go to Honduras now. I heard some shit about, like, there's the most wanted. 5 of the most wanted is from fucking Honduras. What are we doing?
On a segment of highway
there's more niggas, bro.
That was meant to cross the Brazilian jungle to connect Rio de Janeiro and Santos, São Paulo. 16 years after construction started, the segment of highway that crossed the jungle was due to be connected to an already existing part of the highway to finish the project.
Yo, how did they get down there to paint that, bro? Y'all risking your lives to vandalize this building, bro? Are y'all kidding me? Look at this. They went down there. You gotta be crazy.
Brazil's economic crisis.
See, niggas would be scared of a ghost, but then they'll go right there, not be scared of heights.
Changed at the very last minute, and instead of connecting the viaduct to the existing road, the highway was linked to a different coastal route.
I just think my energy's too good. Like, if a ghost came in here, that nigga
was left abandoned in the middle of the jungle, and to this day, the Brazilian government has done nothing to remove it or reuse its parts. Standing over 130 feet tall and almost 1,000 feet long, the structure features fully built tunnels, retaining walls, and a gigantic concrete foundation, which has slowly been swallowed by the jungle as the years have gone by. To an outsider, the Viaduct Petrobras looks like it was taken out of the city and dropped in the middle of nowhere in the South American jungle for no reason, giving off an admittedly eerie atmosphere. Even though the Viaduct Petrobras seems pretty wasteful, the out-of-place structure is now a pretty popular tourist destination for curious travelers and locals who want to catch a glimpse of the abandoned concrete giant.
Let me just put low power mode on, so I can stream longer.
Kola Super Deep Borehole.
Oh, this is on this game.
In the 1960s, the Soviet Union and the US were locked in a battle to develop superior space exploration technologies, often referred to as the space race.
See,
but when many people
we were talking about the space race. I was talking this about my girl, right? And there's just something that doesn't sit right with me because, you know how we never went back to the moon, right? After, like, we did when we were racing to the moon, right? With the Soviet Union, like it's the fucking atomic bomb race or some shit, right? We were racing to the moon and we did it, right? Tell me why their excuse for us not going back. We lost the technology. Nigga.
No, is that the two countries were also competing to drill as close as possible to the center of the Earth. As is often the case, the motivation behind the drilling was mostly to find
this
oil
is like
and
the plot to Stranger Things, right?
Minerals. But from what I found, developing machines that can get close to the center of the Earth would also help understand the causes of earthquakes and volcanic eruptions at a much deeper level. In 1958, the U.S.
Look at them TVs, man. God damn. Maybe they did lose the technology.
Government launched Project Mohall to collect a sample from Earth's mantle by drilling to the bottom.
Like, I'm not believing that, bro. Are y'all believing? Can y'all tell me in the comments and in the chat? Do y'all believe that we lost the technology to go to the moon? Because now we're trying to go to Mars. What happened to the moon? What did we see on the moon? What did we see on the moon, bro? I think we saw something that was like, yeah, that's not that. We good, bro. I swear to God, something. Same thing with the ocean, bro. We know 5% of the ocean, and we were going to space, nigga.
The ocean off Guadalupe Island in Mexico. Over the next 8 years, they drilled over 600 feet into the seabed. But in 1966, the House of Representatives had to discontinue the project because it was getting too expensive. 4 years later, in 1970, it was the Soviet Union's turn, and they drilled their hole close to the Barents Sea, just outside the Norwegian border, in a city known as Murmansk, Russia. At the time, the Soviets' goal was to drill as far down as possible, which researchers hoped would be a little over 9 miles. Unlike the US, the Soviets were a little more successful with their attempt and managed to drill way deeper into the Earth's crust, which resulted in the creation of the Kola Super Deep Borehole, also known as the world's deepest man-made hole. With a total depth of over 40,000 feet, or around 7.5 miles.
Bro, just throw all your bro, that could last me like 10 million lifetimes. Bro, just throw all your trash in there, bro. Why don't we do this more? We have trash fields of we have islands of fucking trash, bro. And y'all can drill holes into the earth. I mean, that'd probably be worse, but like,
borehole is deeper than the Mariana Trench, and its depth surpasses the height of Mount Everest. As the project progressed, the scientists realized the temperature was much higher than expected at every point below 10,000 feet, and at around 7.5 miles below the surface, the drill reported a temperature of almost 360 Fahrenheit. This was way higher than the 212 degrees Fahrenheit the scientists had predicted at that depth.
They going to hell.
So even though the Soviets had broken a record with the Kola borehole, they too had to discontinue the project in 1992 due to increasing rock densities and crazy high temperatures. And in 2005, the drill was shut down and the hole was sealed for good. However, that wasn't the end of the story, and there's a slightly more disturbing reason why people remember the Kola Super Deep. And in
Now tell me, you see that finest girl of all time, you take her home and her shit look like this. You putting your shit in there? I'm not.
In 2005, the drill was shut down and the hole was sealed for good. However, that wasn't the end of the story, and there's a slightly more disturbing reason why people remember the Kola Super Deep Borehole. In the late 80s, a strange story started circulating in several Christian Finnish newspapers, which reported that a group of Soviet scientists had drilled a hole to the center of the Earth and had allegedly lowered an extremely heat-tolerant microphone into the hole. Through this, they supposedly heard a series of extremely disturbing, tormented screams coming from the bottom of the well. Throughout the 90s, the story spread to other countries, until even American newspapers were running it.
I heard something like
As the story gained popularity, sound files with the supposed audio...
Yeah, I think I heard one of these before, actually. But I think it was like... What, lava or something?
Tormented screams from the center of the Earth started appearing everywhere online.
I mean, didn't they teach us also in school, like science class at least, like the center of the Earth is like the magma, like the core, like which is very hot?
Yeah.
So... Screams came
I actually
from souls
like,
stuck in hell.
This is honestly not that
revealed, the original recording of
Bro, talk about Chernobyl. That's more spooky than this. You know what I'm saying? Like Chernobyl, they still got fucked up animals that niggas get paid to hunt. You know that, right? You can get paid to hunt and kill them animals like that have, you know, like that deal with the two heads. I ain't gonna lie. I'm munching, bro. I would die. I'm munching.
A loop of various sound effects and the soundtrack from the 90s.
That's crazy how, like, you just... This is like the footage of them drilling inside the Earth as a whole? Like, it's just straight up just bland. I would just think... I don't know why I would just think it would just be like... I don't know. It's just super bland.
of various sound effects and the soundtrack from the 1972 movie Barren Blood. From this point forward, it was pretty much common knowledge that the screams were fake. However, it is a fact that some pretty disturbing sounds have been heard coming from the Kola super deep borehole, along with other super deep boreholes. In 2013, a Dutch artist Lute Given traveled to the 30,000-foot deep KTB super deep borehole in Germany, where she lowered a microphone protected by a thermal shield to see if she could pick up any sounds at the bottom of the well. Interestingly, a mysterious deep rumbling sound that scientists couldn't explain could be heard through the microphone, which in the artist's own words, some people thought sounded like hell, while others thought they could hear the planet breathe. Even though the sound is pretty cool to hear, even if a little haunting, the consensus among scientists is that the sound comes from layers and layers of rocks rearranging themselves after being moved around by the drill that made the hole.
Can we hear it?
Potomsky Crater.
Oh.
Wait! One thing I've thought about too, like, yo, underneath the ocean, because if you think about it, the ocean has to sit on some type of, okay, so the reason why I thought about this is, you know, like how, picture like a pool, right? A pool needs some type of ground for it to hold the water, you feel me? Like, what is like right there underneath the ocean? Is it just straight rock, or is it like...
That's why in 1949, a Russian geologist named Vadim Kolpakov stumbled upon a mysterious crater with a diameter of over 500 feet and a height of almost 140 feet in Irkutsk, Siberia. At the center of the crater, he found a little hill around 40 feet tall, which kind of looked like an eagle.
Wait, oh my god, chat. Those are trees. Those are trees. Oh my god. Humongous. I was like, yo, is this really that big? He said 40 feet. And I'm looking at the trees. I'm like, yo.
Eagle's nest with an egg inside it. Hey, curious to find out what was inside the crater, Kolpakov made plans to climb the mound and take a look inside to confirm his hypothesis that the crater had been caused by a meteorite. But the locals warned him that Fire Eagle Nest, as it's become known all over the world, allegedly possessed evil powers, and whoever stepped inside it would be dead soon after.
Evil power? Bro, I ain't gonna lie. I would've just been like, oh, word. Bro, y'all really... That's some outlandish
dismissing
shit,
the insistent warnings as superstition.
Oh, he gonna die. Oh no, I would've died. I failed the test, bro.
He climbed the mound, but failed to find any rock samples that supported his meteorite hypothesis. Over time, more and more expeditions were carried out to the crater, including one in 2005, in which the leader of the investigation died of a heart attack shortly after visiting the crater. Based on the findings of recent explorations, scientists have ruled out volcanic eruptions, nuclear explosions, and impact from a meteorite as possible causes for the crater.
What is it?
In the absence of a solid answer, some have started coming up with all kinds of theories to explain its origin, including the possibility that a UFO landing made the crater. Others have linked the crater to the Tunguska meteorite, the remains of which have never been discovered. One of the things that makes it so difficult to determine the origin of Fire Eagle Nest, or Kolpakov Cone as it's now popularly known, is that the crater frequently changes shape, which suggests that whatever caused it is still affecting it to this day. The only thing scientists know for sure is that the crater is around 250 years old, which they gathered from the rings on the trees growing on the mound. Strangely, it's been scientifically proven that the trees closer to the crater grow much faster than normal, which is similar to what happened in the forests around Chernobyl after the nuclear disaster. The lack of solid explanations, coupled with the weird tree phenomenon, has been fuel to the fire of outlandish conspiracy theories about underground nuclear plants and nuclear-powered UFOs buried beneath the crater.
Like, you get that uneasy feeling like, man... I'm gonna react to the Chernobyl.
To this day, scientists still haven't determined what caused Kolpakov Cone to appear, and no asteroid fragments or metal parts have been found in the crater to support some of the theories people have come up with over the years. As of today, the most logical explanation is that the mound could have been caused by the underground release of hydrogen fluids and heat from a nearby gas volcano. This could have caused changes in the size of tree rings, which would explain why scientists thought they were growing at an abnormal rate. Still, despite the more convincing explanations that have surfaced over the years, the origin of Kolpakov Cone will probably remain a mystery for many years to come.
Alright, one more.
Villa Epicune.
Villa Epicune.
In the 1920s, a small tourist village about 400 miles from Buenos Aires, Argentina, called Villa Epicune, was built along the shore of Lago Epicune, a salt lake touted for the health benefits and therapeutic effects of its mineral waters, which were said to be beneficial for rheumatic conditions. Quickly turning into a weekend getaway for Argentina's upper class, the town
I'm not ever going to Argentina, bro.
A railroad station and a population of about 1,500 with a capacity to accommodate around 5,000 additional visitors at its peak in the 70s.
You got no bitches over here, man?
Due to its popularity as a weekend getaway for Argentine city dwellers, a lot of money was poured into Villa Epicune to expand its accommodations.
See, like, oh my god, bro. There's too many people. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I like my alone time, bro. Like, if it's just me and, like, that's why, like, y'all would never see me at a fucking public beach. Well, when I'm rich, like, bro, I'm renting out a beach, bro. It's just gonna be me and my shorty. That's it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Bro, this will ruin the vibe for me, bro. Because you never know what other people are gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, first of all, why is there a pool next to the fucking ocean? Nigga, just go in there, bro. Are you, right? Why is there a pool right next to the fucking ocean, bro? Just go swim, bro. If you want to swim, go right there. Y'all just wasted money on this shit, bro. For 5 people to go in here. 5 people that are scared of a fucking fish.
As comfortable as possible for visitors. However, it seemed not a lot of resources or attention was dedicated to the containment dam that separated the lake from the town. Unfortunately, on November 10th, 1985, the containment dam broke during a storm and a series of unusual strong winds. For 2 weeks, the water rose at a rate of ½ an inch per hour, until eventually the containment dam was completely destroyed by the water, after which all the locals had to abandon their homes and businesses.
Oh my god, bro. Wait, so this was the city?
And leave behind Villa Epicune. Over the following days, the flood drowned the town over 30 feet underwater, and it wasn't until 25 years later in 2009 that the waters began to recede and now show the eerie remains of the town, which now looks like something out of a dystopian movie. From above, you can see the original layout of the streets.
All them niggas are dead, huh? Yeah, I was like, oh, someone survived. No, all them niggas are 30 feet of fucking water. 30 feet? That's a tsunami, bro.
The Villa Epicune, along with its many businesses and the houses 1,500 people called home. With its overgrown trees, rusty post-apocalyptic appearance, and ghost town vibes, Villa Epicune now draws in tourists and photographers from all over the world who want to get a glimpse of the ruins of the once bustling getaway town. Due to the high levels of salt in the water that once flooded the town, most of the buildings in Villa Epicune are covered with a thin white residue, giving the town an even more creepy appearance. One of the more interesting facts about Villa Epicune is that even after it was completely destroyed by the water and flooded for more than 25 years, as soon as the water receded in 2009, one of the locals, then 81-year-old Pablo Novak, decided to come back home and live out the rest of his days in Villa Epicune. Out of the original 1,500 residents of the town, Pablo was the only one who came back. As the lone inhabitant of Villa Epicune, Novak was officially named the cultural ambassador of the town in 2020. Wow. But unfortunately, in January 2024, Pablo Novak passed away at the age of 93, leaving the town once again completely abandoned.
Where's he living at, bro?
Hey, man.
I ain't gonna lie, I didn't get really that scared, but I kind of felt bad for some niggas. But hey, man, we live on Twitch right now. Come drop by the stream, bro. Rio de Janeiro.
Jungle to connect Rio de Janeiro and Santos, São Paulo.
Alright, but we out of here, boys.